morning and welcome to TMI Socials, where we take you through what's trending on socials. My name is Obiageli Ene. First on the trending train today, the Minister of Women Affairs was trending after she defended her ministry's spending of 1.5 million naira on fueling 6 vehicles in her convoy for an official trip to Anambra State. Let's go look at that clip.
Explained it to them. One of them told them it wasn't even much. How many vehicles? I traveled with the staff, the bus, the security, 2 security vehicles, 1 DSS and 1 police, and my vehicle, the backup, and the other one. About 6 vehicles went all the way to Anambra State for a job, and we came back. That is 1.something million for those guys. Everybody knows how much fuel costs since I came in. So when I even was explaining, moreover, they won't even give you chance to explain. They just tell you say yes or no. How can I say yes or no without explanation?
Alright, so now let's go see how you reacted to this particular reaction by the minister. Aziz Adams is saying, this is one of the most ridiculous takes I have seen on X. How can you say you fraud 6 cars with 1.5 million naira? Even a full tank for most cars don't exceed 50k at most. This is really sad. Okay, moving on to another reaction. Nobody is willing to cut their costs so that the country can perfectly work fine. Why 6 cars in the first place as a minister? Okay, and moving on. This user on X is saying, me, I am cuckoo loving the endless drama. They will continue to use their hands to expose themselves. And I think that picture just says it properly. And moving on. This user on XGOK Tochuku, 1.5 million for 6 cars. Abuja to Anambra, 2 and 4 is even small. For people like us that drive long distance with Hilux or Highsay, I think we are well placed to state this fact. Okay, this user is actually agreeing with the minister now. So moving on, Dave on X is saying 6 jeeps and 2 backup might go up 1.5 million naira. Your Camry muscle will go up 45k for from Lagos to Ibadan with AC, and you will still buy when coming back. The question is, why so many cars? Considering the security on our roads in Nigeria, you might need it. Okay, considering the insecurity on our roads in Nigeria, you might need it. Alright, moving on. The user is saying she could be telling the truth. If her convoy of 6 vehicles is V8 and V6 engines, plus these vehicles will refill twice before getting to Anambra. A tank of V8 is about 120 liters. Do the maths. Okay, I think while we are still, dealing with this, the federal government reportedly seeks to borrow $50 million from the World Bank to provide funding to support state governments for the installation of solar plant pilots and also infrastructure upgrades. So the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, who spoke when he met with the World Bank delegates in Abuja on Monday, said the meeting focused on World Bank supported initiatives including the power sector recovery operation and the distribution sector recovery program aimed at improving power distribution and management system to ensure economic growth and development in the nation. So well, since we are not here for the borrowing, let's go see how you reacted to this. This user is saying they just keep borrowing recklessly. One of the core factors that contributes to the devaluation of the naira and hence impacts the economy negatively, resulting in hike in prices of commodities. Don't they get it, or they just don't care? These are the issues. Okay, moving on to take more reactions on Instagram. This user is saying, the 4 subsidy removal funds, our daily sale of crude oil, where are the money going into? Money collected from taxes and custom duties. See, this country is a joke, an Indian film too. So sad, but it is well. It is well, though. Moving on. Okay, this other user on Instagram is saying, how? Omo, Siba, with this our borrowing and lack of accountability mentality, the young ones will learn nothing but empty parts. Little wonder why you push blames on spirituality when we solely lack accountability. Keep borrowing. Keep the tax coming. Once cup full, everybody will calm down. Okay, moving on to the more reactions on Instagram. This person is saying, we are a country that is rich when it comes to the size of government and the opulence of people in government, but poor and have to borrow for basic amenities such as water, electricity, road, housing, and health. Okay, moving on. This user on Instagram is saying, protests should also be based on this borrowing here and there. They should give clear accountability for all previous loans that was taken. Again, World Bank and IMF should stop giving these people loan because we are not seeing the effect in the economy. And then moving on to our final reaction on this story. This user actually tagged the World Bank and he says, I am warning you, please don't give more loans again. If the project was very important, we would not have purchased a jet for 100 million US dollars. You have been warned. Okay, so moving on to our final story today. Nigerians on X, formerly known as Twitter, have reacted following a post by a lawyer on X saying Nigerians now need to show a bank balance of $10,000 in order to get a tourist visa to the UAE. So Mo now, who made the post, said Nigerians now need to show a bank balance of at least $10,000 and pay a non-refundable fee of $688,000. That is excluding visa and fees for a DVN in order to get a tourist visa to the UAE. Looks like a constructive ban. How many Nigerians have a balance of $10,000 casually? Okay, so now we're just going to take reactions on this particular story. Okay, this person is saying, if you don't have $10,000, why are you going to UAE for tourism? Visit another state in Nigeria or another African country. No, they go where they no want you. Okay, moving on. This other person is saying, in summary, they never lift ban. I enjoyed living in Dubai for 5 years, but I wouldn't pay this much for verification. Okay, and if you could take more reactions on Instagram, this user is saying, Nasi finish be this one. Make them the chop the Dubai Habibi at the come Doha. Okay, and I think we still have more reactions on this particular story today. This user on Instagram is saying it's the same amount as before. The difference is exchange rate, as Naira value has been devalued. It's looking outrageous, but it is the same payment as before. That is 1,200 AED. Okay, and then this other user is saying, please, let's stick to our dirty December. So if you cannot afford to travel out, you can as well party in Nigeria. Okay, I think we still have more reactions on this story. This person is saying, I have been living in UAE for 12 years. See, there is nothing like documents verification number for intending tourists, regardless of ban. UAE also has a decentralized visa system. Someone in Abuja has made a deal for this fraud to happen. Okay, and finally, the reaction on this story. Okay, this new policy is horrible, but it shouldn't surprise anybody. I mean, this country banned a whole country from entry, and you think it's a special DVN they won't implement against Nigeria? Oh well, these are the issues. But anyway, this is where we draw the curtain today on TMI socials. But I have Charity standing by to react to any story.
Well, I'll react to the story about my gender.
Okay.
Women affairs defending 1.5 million for fuel.
Yes.
Somebody in the comment section on social media actually said you should do the math, and the person quoted a particular vehicle.
Yes, V8 and
V8 whatever
engine.
Did the math, and if you were to, let's just say full tank, it will go for 74,400. Okay, times two and four, right?
Okay.
We are talking about 400 and 6,000. Then if you times it by 6, it's about 890 something thousand. So it's not up to 1.5 million. Let's just say she for the car.
Or that at bank charges. Think about that.
As seriously, her reaction when she appeared before the lawmakers.
Yes.
Also something else. I think women sometimes we need to check our anger. You know, because times when you appear before these people, the fact is that your gender is one thing. There's this tendency of them trying to throw so many questions to you at the same time, trying to rattle you. So we should learn how to control their anger.
Their emotions,
Exactly what they are using against her and all of that. I think she has this. She reacts to things maybe before she thinks, and she was actually exchanging words with lawmakers.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is that she cannot just explain away 1.5 million fueling 6 cars
For just a round trip.
from
Anambra. Okay.
So this is where we draw the curtain from the Abuja Network Center on This Morning on ITV.